Rohit cleared PMP right now. Yes, just now. And he cleared PMP, Rohit, with how many bug targets?
All three of our targets.
People above target, process above target, business environment above target. So Rohit, first of all, thank you for maintaining 100% record of my one-to-one mentor program. Thank you very much for that. And congratulations from the entire PMP community on becoming certified project management professional. Rohit is our
Thank you.
130th PMP in 2020. Let's see what his journey is. Lesson learned from each participant is very important. You see, some students can get a very difficult exam and some can get a very easy exam. So we must know what do they get, what is the important thing, and how we should prepare. So Rohit, the mic is all yours. Please share your journeys, and you have watched multiple journeys videos. You know what to share. Go ahead.
Yeah, sure. So to start with, I started with first of all, I would like to thank Amir for all the efforts and the clarifications that we have gone through, the ups and downs that we have seen in this journey of 1.5 months. So I joined the one-to-one batch, I believe at the end of May, probably the start of June, and started with the 60 first questions while watching Amir's video, which he shared, going topic by topic, each of them, planning and reviewing the 60 questions, which was, I would say, a bit helpful for me to gain the base, first of all. Then moving on to the mocks, I would like to specially mention the tri-dip mocks, which was a headache for me, and I lost all the confidence when I was doing that because my scores were, I think, 64, 62, not crossing 64. And after the third mock, I said, Amir, that I will not be solving any tri-dip mocks going forward. You please give me Yasin, you please give me Ramdayal or any other mocks, but not tri-dip, because the problem was not solving the mocks. The problem was even after reading the solution, I was getting problems like what is this, and I am not able to grasp the concept. And then I went into process videos, analyzing. I discussed with Amir that, this is the weak point and process is a weak point for me. Then I almost memorized the process chart for 49 processes. I again went to the outputs of it, trying to analyze what I'm missing. And then still it was not clear actually. So then Amir suggested, okay, I think by then I had done, started with Prepcast doing 30-60 questions. We had done, I think, 3 or 4 sets of 60-60 and 30-30 questions. And I think I was much more comfortable and, with Prepcast. And I would like to, in this my journey, the Prepcast was the most helpful, I would say, because I could relate maximum of the questions on the exam with Prepcast. They were very similar in tone, very similar in terms of options as well. And I don't know if I would surprise everyone to say that, when people said that there were options of multiple lines, well, I hardly found any options which are multiple lines. And based on my feedback, when I was done with the first 2 sets of 60-60 questions, I felt the exam was not that difficult. I thought of calling Amir, but then I thought maybe what if the third one is difficult, because everyone said that, one set is very difficult. So I was waiting and anticipating for a very difficult set. The third one, I was actually very anxious. But then when I started and went through with 15-20 questions, I thought it is not any different from the first 2 sets which I have solved. So, I exactly knew where I had the problem while solving the questions and where my questions were go wrong. In fact, I marked, and, based on my estimate, I think those which I marked were the wrong ones, which prevented my score going further. Apart from that, whatever was right, I was very confident that, it was correct. It was absolutely correct. So.
Thank you, Rohit. Thank you very much. So I would put something in the context. When Rohit says exam was easy, now this is very important for everyone. Rohit was lucky. We have students in last week who said the exam was very tough. So exam is entirely different. It's keep on changing. Plus, very important thing, Rohit did a lot of mocks. And actually, it's not the prepcast or it's not any other mocks. It's how you use them. So with the prepcast, it's a good tool and I highly recommend that. But me and Rohit discuss at length how to use that tool. And Rohit used that tool in the best possible way. If you have a spanner, you can open so many things. But if you don't know how to use it, that's an entirely different thing. Rohit cracked the prepcast and cracked the real exam. This is very important. So Rohit, I have to say something. And your exam was also easy because you did try it.
Okay.
After doing tried it, in my opinion, everyone who is preparing for the exam, they must do TriDip. This is a must thing. I don't have any kind of affiliation with TriDip. He's my good friend, but his mocks are excellent. His mocks are excellent. They are so hard. I have never found. I have actually seen all the mocks in the market, but TriDip stands apart. When they are so difficult, I still remember. I guess it was the coaching call number 90, Rohit.
Yeah, last question,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. Coaching Rohit was so upset about his score. Three, four students also did tried it. They came. Then they shared their score. And I shared some score of certified PMP that they got the same score as Rohit was getting. So then Rohit was a little bit calm, but then we move forward. So Rohit, let's talk about more of our exam now. How you
Yeah.
manage your time?
Uh, Time management was not an issue for me. I think first set I completed in 75 minutes exactly. In fact, 76 minutes, 74 minutes to be very precise. I was on 156, 157 by that time. Same with the second one. The third took me a long time because the last 10 or 15 questions, I found them to be tough. One, because I was a bit, exasperated, tired as well during the last, and just wanted to finish somehow. So I felt the last 10, 15 questions were a bit tough, which took time, and I just finished on dot. Like when I marked, the counter ended. The one the 230 minutes ended during that time, so it was like cut to cut. I In first two sets I got time to review. I reviewed two or three of them, but in the third set I didn't get any time to review. In fact, I didn't want to review during the third. I just wanted to
That
finish
is a
that.
very important thing. I would like you to add, Rohit, we had a conversation last night. What I said about reviewing. What I said
Yeah,
about what was my opinion? Don't review. Yeah, for me, it's waste of our time to review the mocks.
right.
Review the exam, not the mocks. Reviewing the mocks is very important. Okay, so where the questions were more coming from, agile, predictive, what was more trend?
Yeah, most I would say 60 to 70% was agile plus predictive. More of agile and then predictive. Sorry, more of agile and hybrid and then predictive.
Okay,
Lot of questions from stakeholders. Some questions, I think, the difficulty was not difficulty, I would say maximum of the questions were from team conflicts. How would you manage training the teams, resolving conflicts between the team? I got four drag and drops. Yeah, four to five drag and drops. Only one was difficult out of those, which had long, statements and to match. Because in fact, I didn't understand how to match that. There were categories of, two categories of two options each. So I was actually confused, and I took more time to just see how it has to be done. Otherwise, language-wise, it was not a problem. So.
so language was not a problem. Okay, so moving forward, Rohit, agile stakeholder communication resource. These were the most important part of the exam.
Yes, this was, and some communications from earned value as well. I think five questions I got from CPI, SPI, all those questions, but no calculations, just had to determine. In fact, I got the one chart as well, which gave me in different iterations what were the SPI and CPI, and based on that, some question was asked and what was the option. But I have to say, please be very careful that whatever you decide after reading the question might not be, the options might not be the same, because I had a set frame of mind. Yeah, okay, SPI, CPI, then this type of question will be asked, but the options were completely different. So I would request everyone to just please be careful if you have such, things in mind. So read all the options, I would say, because many a times I changed my options to the fourth one when I marked the second one, and I was about to move. But when I read the fourth one, I felt it was more more convincing. So please read all the options. That would be helpful.
Okay, that is very important. So Rohit, how effective the elimination technique was?
Yeah, it was very effective. In fact, I could eliminate easily the two, and as most of them mentioned, the two were the most critical, and you had to decide between them. I would like to thank Meena. I had a word with her yesterday, and she told me, based on your knowledge and gut feeling, please go ahead out of those two and don't waste your time because the options will not change and your answer will also not change. So that was a good strategy. I just went with my gut feeling and I just marked it.
Okay. So this is very important thing that you manage this way. Okay, now your important question. How many questions were from procurement?
Procurement, I would say not more than 7 or 8. I think that too. I think I don't remember, but I mean, if they were more than, I would have definitely remembered, but not more than 7 or 8. Not more than that.
Even in my opinion, even 7 questions, that's a good number of questions. That's a healthy number of questions to have 7 questions in the real exam. Okay, then what about quality questions?
Yeah, there were quality questions and they were quite twisted. I think 4 of them which I found on my exam and I marked, I think all 4. I think I was struggling with quality because question was asking something and the options were saying something else. So I think quality was there. I think 3 to 4 questions were there of specific quality. Like how would you measure the quality, or how will you, avoid it in the future? Based on what parameters and that kind of question. So it was there.
What about scope, schedule, cost? Schedule you told, SPI, CPI. What about
Yeah.
scope?
Scope, I didn't feel. I think 1 or 2 or 3 questions, not more than that. I don't remember specifically, but I don't think so. No more than that.
Okay.
Cost, yeah, there was. Yeah.
Any critical path question?
There was question on, there was one question on critical part, not calculation, but it was just inwardly mentioned, that the task is on critical path and what would you do to prevent this action. So that kind of question was there, but no critical path question or graph as such.
Okay. So Dimple is asking, did you get any graph questions?
No graph questions.
Okay. So how do we solve? The question is basically how do we solve this graph interpreting question in exam? So graph, how if the question of graph came, how would you solve it? Burn up, burn down chart. What will you do?
Yeah, that would depend on the question. So if I have to check the context of the question first. If it qualifies for a burn up or a burn down, like the team productivity is being asked or how many story points were completed based on that. Some questions would ask like to check the performance of the team before and after an iteration. So that depends on the question, basically how it's asked. But I didn't get any graph questions. No burn ups, no burn downs, nothing.
Okay. If you know 4 values of Agile, 12 principles, Scrum framework, is it enough for Agile?
Yes, that would definitely be enough. And I would like to also precisely mention, please concentrate on the terms which says, encourage the team members, train the team members, evaluate and response. These kind of, I think, I don't remember where I read this, but it was somewhere, I think in the PDF that you shared in the Agile document, I think. So these kind of words are lot of words are used in an exam, and I think you could easily identify based on those words as well.
Okay, okay. That is very good. That is very good. Okay. So Rohit, while solving the exam, did you use that breathing exercise or it was not needed?
I think it was not. I did it actually after the first 60 questions, but after that, I think it was. I just went. I just stretched, did some stretching exercise, and I just can't. In fact, I ended my break in 5 minutes. I didn't even take the full breaks. I just wanted to finish it. So I just came back 5 minutes, and I started restarted my exams.
Okay, okay. Okay, Rohit, you have given us a lot of things. Now, one final advice for the entire PMP community.
I would say and rate the RCA, the root cause analysis, as the top priority, because whatever I've learned in my analysis of my weak points and through my RCA was really very helpful. And second, I would put on the list would be Prepcast. Use Prepcast as much as you can, and in whatever ways you can. Do whatever questions you get, and analyze at least. Be sure to analyze those questions, at least the wrong ones, so that you have a clear understanding. Because the explanations are very good on the Prepcast, so you will get a fair bit of idea.
So, Rohit, what I say, lesson learn, make a lesson learn file. How much, 1 to 10, how much that is important?
10. I would say even more than 10. I would say
So, that is
because
very
it's
important.
very important.
So,
Yeah.
Rohit, now for the audience, especially students who are joining, did you buy any books?
I didn't buy any MOOCs. So
Who gave you?
obviously, I got everything from Amir. I think 18 mocks and then Prepcast, 3 mocks that we did. Fourth one, in fact, I have to say sorry for that, that I did want to attend. It was the last 2 days and I didn't want to go into that discouraging mode, to.
I told you that you will get all above target. I remember last night we talked at what time, and I told him you will get all above target. And Rohit was saying, I will pass. I said, no, you will get all above target. He was saying, if I pass. I said, no, you will pass. This is my confidence in the program, and this is my confidence in all the students. Now, Rohit, two things I want you from. And first thing that I want you to make at least 10 questions in next 24 hours for the PMP. Make at least 10 questions. Not the real exam question, the questions that are in the context of the real exam. Now I'm gonna ask it from all aspirants because I'm asking from the previous aspirants. It is taking time because people forget. But now you can do. Second thing, each one teach you. Each one
Sure.
teach. Meena did it for you. Meena is doing a lot of things for other people also. And you also need to do the same thing. Deepak is doing.
Sorry, I
And
forgot to mention Deepak as well. I'm very sorry. He was all. I got his. In fact, I would always already recommend everyone to get the 21 pages of notes which Deepak has prepared. Excellent notes.
share that
Excellent
with me.
notes.
Share that
Yeah,
with me.
yeah.
I'll
I
share
will. I
that.
will. I have a PDF. It's excellent. I think what I felt, it was all handwritten, and very minutely he has pinpointed everything at every stage which he felt. So when I spoke to him, he said that it's the juice of entire 41 mocks that he had there. So, and that was also very helpful to revise. I would say you can use that as a revision tool.
Okay, that is very good thing. So I will add also that into the final preparation, all those things in the final preparation, I will add that thing. That is very important thing. Okay, and a very important thing and the last thing, have a celebration with your family.
Yeah,
That is
sure.
that is Rohit. You have to understand this. And I hope you do. Like they helped us a lot throughout the journey.
Yeah.
Throughout the journey. And Rohit, thank you very much for making me proud. And I will be looking forward for Deepak thing and the 10 question. Thank you very much.
Sure, I'll do that.
And you did it. I told you on day one we will do. You have your ups, downs, but we did it. Thank you very much. Namaste. Best of luck. Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you all. Bye.